Hey friends and welcome. Welcome to Ask Dr. Heather. My name is Dr. Heather Carden. I am the co-owner of Carden Center for Wellness here in Overland Park Practice. I have been practicing for over 20 years alongside my husband. We have a very functional style of practice, which means we really get to the baseline of what's happening in the body. We look for the imbalances and we actually look to remove the interferences or the imbalances so the body has the amazing capability to start healing itself. So I've been blessed to be alongside someone I've known for several decades and really just kind of watched her grow, watched her just inspire a lot of people. So I'm excited to actually bring a friend of mine, and I'm going to actually see if I can add her now. So hold on, Dr. Jaime. Keep you guys in suspense here a little bit. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Dr. Jaime. Hey, Dr. Jaime, how are you?
Great. How are you today?
I am good. I was just introducing you a little bit. I want to go ahead and continue with that. And then we're going to get down to a little bit of the amazing things you've been doing. So Dr. Jaime has been practicing chiropractic medicine and also acupuncture in Paola, Kansas for almost over 15 years. She is a fourth generation chiropractor, along with brothers, cousins, uncles, grandmas, dad, all being chiropractic. So she was raised in the environment where health is first, and we know how important food is for our body. So she's been practicing, inspiring people, thousands of people these past 15 years. She's also the mother of 4 amazing young kiddos. The last 2 are twins, which keep her super, super busy. I've been able to watch her grow as an amazing physician. I am very blessed to call her a colleague, collaborator of mine. And one little factoid I do like to share, and she probably doesn't remember it, I babysat Dr. Jaime and her brother and sister when they were little. So it seems odd, but I just am very blessed to be alongside her in this journey. And we talked, been talking, collaborating for, again, I can't believe it, 15 plus years about, how we can help people move further, faster in their health. And then now we've had this amazing opportunity the last 2 years really to lock arms and start changing lives. And I'm just, again, so surprised. Every year I've been practicing well over 20 years. How many people have raised their hand and said, yes, I can do this. Yes, I'm really, really ready this time. It's the right timing for me. And I'm just going to let you share a little bit. What is the program? Because I know you've done lots of different programs. You've had lots of different seminars from Detox. We both use Standard Process Purification Program. We also do a lot of different no sugar challenges over the last decade or so. So what have you been doing and how long have you been doing it that's really made a huge difference in the number of people you can impact?
Can you hear me okay? My earphones weren't working. Okay. All right. Well, great. Yeah, I think the biggest thing, what we started about a year ago, we started doing this 10-day keto kickstart. And I mean, obviously the biggest game changer, I think, for most people has been the exogenous ketones that have helped get the sugar cravings under control, helped to get the energy up, helped them just feel better to be able to make those lifestyle changes. And it just kind of has jumped everything. Just amazing what we can do in those 10 days with the exogenous ketones and that power of just kind of getting the body to start healing, detoxing, and just it's amazing what we can do in 10 days. So
yeah, absolutely. And I know you've since the day you opened your doors, you've been promoting supplementation. You understand the toxic environment we're exposed to, the stress levels that we're all exposed to, and you truly believe in whole food nutrition. Healing begins at that cellular level. And almost 4 years ago, I'm going to say 3.5 years ago, you tried to actually implement the ketones into your practice, and that didn't go super smooth. We're just going to be really honest. It didn't go the best, right? But I think intuitively you knew it was the right thing, because I remember getting a phone call saying, okay, can you just please come down and talk to our community about the ketogenic diet? I want to talk about brain health, the importance of healthy fats, but can you talk about ketones? And do you remember what happened at that? I'm putting her on the spot, guys. This is not rehearsed. Do you remember what happened that night?
Which the second time you came down?
Yeah.
A year and a half ago?
Yeah.
The turnout. I mean, unbelievable turnout that night. Yeah, I couldn't believe the response, how many people were looking for this, wanted the information, and yeah, so it was totally exciting. And then 3 to 4 years ago, that was more me personally. The twins were still young, and I just didn't have the resources and the time to get it going. But so yeah, it was definitely the right tool. It wasn't the right time. And like I said, for a lot of people, it has to be the right time too.
And we didn't have the program put together. I think that's a bigger impact, that now we've moved forward and learned that you can't just give people something, whether it's a eye makeup, I'm going to use that, or whether it is a protein powder or whatever supplementation is. People need direction and guidance, because now Dr. Google is out there, which can be super confusing. People do like to diagnose and treat themselves, but they also can get really confused about what to do, which is almost paralyzing, right? Paralysis by overanalysis. And we really have together simplified a very basic keto Kickstart program. Why don't you just give a little hint? Don't give it all away, because I know we want to talk about the program, because we're getting ready to kick off another 10-day keto Kickstart on February 15th. And this will be, I was going to count like our 25th one, but I was going to say 2019, Dr. Jamie said, hey, who wants to do a keto 101 workshop? Over 140 people in the small town of Paola said, I want better, I want more, I got to show up. Tell us about that night, or kind of how that made you feel inside when there was, I mean, a little bit of panic for sure, but of a lot of excitement.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say I love the big turnout, but honestly, it made me realize next time I will put a cap on it, because I didn't get to talk to everybody. I didn't get to meet people, and that's a big part of what we do, is getting to meet and talk to people, answer those personal questions. But yeah, I mean, since we've been using this program, like I said, yeah, and I think I want to also point out, you don't have to do 100% ketogenic diet. I think that a lot of times turns people off, because we do call it 10-day keto kickstart. Now, you don't have to do full-blown ketogenic, because honestly, personally, I don't. I do high fat, low carb, and I use the exogenous ketones to get the benefits of being in nutritional ketosis, and I'm not going to get into that too much. But I want people to understand that you don't have to do 100%. We're really focusing on eating whole foods, getting the processed food out, and just feeding your body again. That's what Dr. and Heather and I have both done for years, is just focus on getting that good nutrition in. And this is just an unbelievable tool that helps people make those lifestyle changes that really, they stick when we're doing it this way, when we're supporting them and making them be accountable for those 10 days.
And I couldn't have said it any better myself. Why do you think people are having so much success, and why do you think they want to come back and do another 10-day? Because there are people like, can I go again? Can I go again? Can I go again?
I should go through and count. I have several people I don't even know. I've got some people that have been doing it. I've got people that did it 6-7 times this last year. We've been doing it since last October, and I've got some people back in it this month that I did it on the first one for October. So I think a lot of it is, number one, the diet. I mean, getting that high fat, low carb in there. But then, like we talked, I mean, the exogenous ketones get those cravings under control, so people don't feel out of control. Their brains are a little bit more balanced. They can make the right choices, and they're not eating for cravings anymore. They're starting to get in touch with their true hunger again. So they know they're getting in touch with their body. That's a big part of it.
Gosh, I love that. And I couldn't have said it again any better than that. Sorry. So what I'm hearing you saying is that people really absorb and desire this 10-day program because, number one, I know that you're live in there every single day. You're coaching every day. You're supporting every day. You're praising every day. And you're also still coaching. You're still making those little corrections, whether it be water or exercise or sleep. But we all know that food is a foundation for our body and for cellular health. And when you start with the whole food and saying that it's okay if you're not perfect, and I love that you meet people where they are. You take them where they want to go. Not everyone wants to go into full ketosis, a full ketogenic diet. But for those people, we hear it all the time, the average person lasts about 3 days, whether it's your New Year's resolution or a goal that you set, and they fall off. So that day 5 or 6 is super important, where I know that you come in and share, you know what, we want to help you get back on that wagon. If you had a detour, I'm a mama for, you're a mama for. How many times you just grab something and put it in your mouth because it was there and you're like, what did I do? And I think that's so true. You said people really get in touch. Am I hungry? Does my body need energy? Or am I eating for another reason? Am I hangry, hungry, lonely, tired? Like, what am I doing? And I think having that 10-day, people are so attainable. Like, they can't do 100 days. That's way too far to look ahead. But what I think what you've done a beautiful job is 10 days and then 10 days and then 10 days and repeat. And then tell us what you also do once a month to really help facilitate upgrading and anti-aging our health.
The 60-hour reboot, which we've got coming up Sunday. So yes, that's another thing we do right along with the 10 days. So some people will do the 10-day before and then go right into the 60-hour reboot, which, if you're not familiar with it, is a 60-hour fast. Or some people will do the reboot and then do the 10-day, or sometimes people do 10-day before and after. So yeah, it just works out to be a great program. So like I said, yeah, a lot of people just come in, do the reboot, do a 10-day, and then kind of come back next month. So it really works well to keep people engaged and keep them focused.
I love that. And so tell us the date again. So as you shared, the reboot is kicking off tomorrow night, which is, February I should 10th. Look, February 10th. Sorry.
Yes.
Look at that. And then what day is the next 10-day keto kickstart starting?
That'll be the 15th, the day after Valentine's Day. We didn't want to start on Valentine's Day.
Well, I think it's okay. I'm going to have a big old prime steak, or I'm going to have like lobster and butter or something. So I'm still going to be there. And I do love that you don't have to be strict keto. And I think it's so important as practitioners, or as just being your own detective, finding out, why am I eating this stuff? And am I eating stuff that's real whole food? Because a lot of stuff we just didn't know, honestly, right? 20 years ago, we wouldn't say fast, have sea salt all day long. But we do know that we do those little daily hacks that you wake up in the morning, you see Dr. Jaime's face bright and early, depending on what time zone you're in. She is there sometimes with her kiddos or coat and hat on. From the moment her feet hit that floor, she is with you 100% through this 10-day keto kickstart. I know that we offer a lot of different benefits to actually joining our 10 days. So how do they find you? How do they get enrolled? And maybe this isn't the right time, but you are going to do this again, correct?
Yes. Yes,
okay.
Like I said, we've been doing this a minimum of once a month since last October 2017. So yes, we're definitely going to continue it. I have an easy 20 to 30 people in the group every month. So yeah, like I said, the next one starts this Friday, but then we will do another one next week. So yeah, if you're interested in it, want more information, reach out to me. You can just PM me through Facebook. I can put my email down below, Dr. Jaime Trent at yahoo.com. We can do either or, but really just messaging me through Facebook is usually about the easiest. So.
Awesome. And if you have questions, just drop them down below. Dr. Jaime can hop on, when she's done with her kiddos and answer questions. And we'll be checking that throughout the day. So just let her know if you want to join that, or again, if whoever invited you on here, let them know if you want to join that program. I know that there's been hundreds of people. Like, I think we've tried to cap it at 100 people each time, and we've gone over a couple times. But of all the hundreds of people, thousands of people that have done this 10-day keto kickstart program using the pure therapeutic exogenous ketones, are there any stories that just kind of really like warm your heart, or you just think about that person and it just is like, this is why we're doing it? And it's been such a blessing to have people say, I'm ready to go, please help me, here I am. So if you have a couple of those, without saying names, because we can't divulge any of that, but let us know if you've got something you can remember about that.
Yeah, I mean, I've got tons of them, but I mean, one big one was somebody said after just halfway through the 10-day, I think, said she was able to cut her insulin in half. I mean, that was huge. And then she's like, I'm not craving sugar. She said she was actually like eating straight sugar before starting. So she's like, oh, I can finally stay away from the sugar, and I'm eating food and feeling better. Of course, everything started improving. Another one was a girl we were working with. She was on over 15 different prescription medications and she was having seizures and a lot of different things. And she is now, just through the 10 days, she was able to drop several, and she started sleeping, which I think made the biggest difference for everything, was once she started actually sleeping better. But now she's let go of all 15 prescriptions. She's feeling good, and we're seeing huge improvements, and she's finishing up the 20-day and continuing to go. So,
and we do want to mention that we are not here to treat or diagnose, but as a patient of Dr. Jaime, she can absolutely make those recommendations. So just want to make sure we've got that. We're not telling people to stop their insulin. We're not telling people to do that.
They worked with their doctors who put them on the medications to come off of those. I didn't recommend it to come off of them at all. So.
And so who can join this program? Only people who are patients of Fulk Chiropractic, only people who belong to your gym, or tell me who can actually join this program.
This is open to anybody. So anybody and everybody, pretty much. We prefer you to be on Facebook just because that's how we like to coach you and teach you and things like that. But other than that, that's about the only thing. So.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you for joining us today, and thank you for sharing your wisdom. And I know how important this mission is for you. And I know a year ago you thought I had so many people saying yes, but that'll probably die down. But it actually hasn't. It has exploded like a volcano. The lava that people just keep coming out and coming out because they're hearing and seeing. And I love it being in a small town. Because you're seeing people actually physically changing. You're seeing moods changing. I had somebody at one of your talks like, something looks different about this gal. And she's like, oh, I've lost 40 pounds. And she's like, no, that's not it. She's like, you just like, you're beaming, you look better, your skin looks better, you look happy, your eyes look better. I mean, I just love hearing all that because as physician, healing does come from the inside out. food, as we know, is so addictive. We could talk for 5 hours about how addictive it is, but to hear in just 4 or 5 days that someone can actually crack that sugar habit, get rid of that sugar habit. And I truly believe it's because we do call people out. I know if people don't log in or check in, we have Dr. Jaime has a 7 p.m. Accountability time, Central Standard Time. If you're in her group, if you are not checking in, she is going to come find you. And I think oftentimes we don't get the support that we need. Oftentimes our environments are shaming and blaming, whether it's home, whether it's work, whether it's society, whatever it is, we just feel like we can't do that. And I know you have empowered thousands of people to actually change their life. I just feel super blessed to have you here alongside this journey of helping our community be better. And it's 1% at a time. And it's actually, I say now it's like 30 to 100 people at a time. So if you guys want to know more about joining Dr. Jaime on our 10-day keto kickstart, please just reach out to her. You can private message her. It is drjaime@yahoo.com. We'll drop that down below. You can also jump over to her Facebook page, or you can jump over to Fulk Chiropractic and Acupuncture. If you've got questions there, drop them down below. This is absolutely meant to be shared. We are here because doctors mean educators or teachers. So we are here first and foremost to share and educate that we actually can survive without sugar. Sugar is not your friend. I remember have a Coke and a smile when they hold up the Coke can. We know that that is not true right now. People are not smiling after years of drinking Coke. We know that it is an amazing tool to use fasting, using this keto reboot. We know that people do need to drink water and exercise, but we do start with that foundation of whole, real food. And I love Dr. Jaime gave some great tips about shopping in bulk. She, again, a family of 4 lives in a smaller town south of Overland Park or Kansas City, where you go to town once every 2 weeks. And so people think that's crazy, but I think, like you said, planning is so important. You do offer meal support, menu support, guidance through that. So I just want to give you a big thank you. Throw a bunch of hearts out to Dr. Jaime for her being here. We'll let you get back to your kiddos on this Saturday. Any last words of advice, Dr. Jaime?
Well, for one, I wanted to say thank you to you, because there's no way I could have done any of this without your support and help too. So, but just take it one day at a time. Don't beat yourself up. You know, when you start something, if you mess up, it's okay. We're here. And that's why I really like working with people in the beginning, because we're there to tell you, you know what, it's okay. Keep going and just keep trying and keep making the changes. That's all that matters, as long as you're trying. So
I love that. Every beginner is a winner. And if you don't start, you don't know if you can win. So with that being said, have an amazing day. I'll be seeing you soon, because today is day 17 or 18, right, of our
17, I think. 17.
We've been doing a one-time 20-day keto challenge, and I tell you what, it's just been, I'm so excited to get up and read those messages in that group of what people are doing. And it's non-scale victories. It's not about the scale. It's about, like you said, truly sleeping better, truly identifying your relationship with food, truly knowing that the food choices that you make can actually satisfy you, and that the other bad choices, the garbage, doesn't actually really do anything for your body. So either you're feeding a disease or you're fueling a disease. So with that being said, have a great day. Check out Dr. Jaime's page, and we'll be seeing you soon.
All right. Thank you.